Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to my one block world. Now, if you saw the last video, you'll know that I am currently on a quest, which is why I'm by this pond. And the quest is, of course, to find one more turtle egg. We've got the one last video, and we need one more in order to breed all the turtles. But unfortunately, we can't really control when the eggs drop. So it's gonna take me a while to gather all of them. So I will be doing some more of that today. I just saw that this guy spawned in, so let's see if you have anything fun for us. You know, turtle scoots would be good if I wasn't looking for turtles. Yeah, you know what, I'll trade some. Actually, we don't need a trade for iron, we have an iron farm. Let me trade a couple more Eyes of Ender. Don't know if we'll ever really need it, but I suppose it's good to have access to. Yeah, nothing else we absolutely need. But I was going to do some fishing today, as I mentioned. But I think if we fish indefinitely, well, that's just no fun for you. And as much as it's also no fun for me to fish indefinitely, somebody's got to do it, so might as well be me and not all of you watching. So I will be fishing today. But lucky for all of you, for you it will be a time lapse. And I will have a little counter at the top of my screen, which is going to be exciting. So I guess we should just probably start now and see just how long it takes us to find the last turtle egg. And then we can get to breeding the turtles, and once we have 2 more turtle eggs, we can finally finish off our gold farm. That is what you've missed. I started a gold farm, it works excellent, but we need 3 platforms, and we currently have 1. To finish it, we need 2 turtle eggs, but with 2 turtle eggs, we can in theory have infinite turtles. So first I want to work on a turtle farm, and then we can get finished with the gold farm. So hi, yes, hello. Unfortunately, not the first thing we fished up. That would have been crazy. It's time for me to lock in and see how long this will take us. Enjoy. That was entirely unexpected. I was getting ready, you know, for the long haul there. Just goes to show, if you, you know, put a little time pressure on, barely any time. I fished like 10 things. Okay. Well, we have our 2 turtle eggs. I was hoping it would work like that. I felt like, you know, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get these turtle eggs today, however long it takes, potentially tomorrow, you know. And I'm gonna put a timer on it just because, you know, I think that'll be nice to show everybody, but also I feel like sometimes when you put the time pressure on, that's like the time it actually goes quickly. Like, you always complain that it takes forever and ever, and then the one time you're like, let me actually time how long this takes. That's the time it actually gets done quickly. So I figured, let me just try. And look at that. It was done before I could even realize it was done. So I guess we're ready to build a turtle farm now. Would now be a good time to inform all of you that I have never dealt with turtles before. I don't know what their farms look like. I think we're quite lucky in the sense that, well, this is an island, so they can't really disappear or swim away from us to lay their eggs. But I think as long as they have some sand, they should be fine. So I guess it's time for me to do a little bit of Googling and hope that this is enough sand for them to be happy. What if I do a little expansion project over here? Let me actually put these eggs away before I accidentally somehow break them. And then we can have it be on that side of the island, because we need to continue expanding or else we will never succeed in our dreams of world domination. So let's expand this island. I'm genuinely very pleasantly surprised by how quickly that all went. You know, we definitely cannot be complaining about all that. Do I have a water bucket? I do not. Okay. I was hoping I could, I'm gonna need a water bucket because we need to go down 1 level if we're gonna have like a sandy area. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess that sort of changes our plans just a little bit today, because now I have to focus on expanding this area and building a place for them to live, which will be very exciting. Very exciting indeed. And it's always nice to expand our island a little bit. But I'm really happy that that went by as quickly. You'll see from like last video, it took me like a whole video to gather the one egg. That's how I was expecting this to go. So this is, you know, a little bit surprising to me. Okay, let's see what I can do. I dislike this, in case anybody was wondering. Somehow expanding this island still feels very nerve-wracking because I know at any moment I could fall. But once we have this little layer built, we should be a little bit better. Now, will all of this be filled with sand? Almost certainly not. But I want to expand it just a little bit, so we're gonna do that. You know, it's moments like these when I'm, you know, just filling it in and I have access to all of this dirt and life is kind of easy, that I'm kind of reminded how far I came from the beginning, because like we had nothing, you know? This was a sky island on one block. We slowly expanded and now we have all of this area to work with, but there was a time where, you know, we didn't have anything. And so it's really, honestly, quite nice and peaceful to be able to do stuff like this and just expand the land. So hopefully you all enjoy the nice, peaceful building. Like I said, this wasn't necessarily what I thought would happen today. I also didn't think, you know, the whole video today would be fishing because I was going to do the time-lapse and, you know, however many hours it took would be condensed into less time. But I also didn't think it would take like less than 5 minutes. So I think we can all be pleasantly surprised. I'm gonna need torches out here eventually. Also, the back of this is not lit up. And I'm surprised that hasn't caused issues yet. But that's a problem for the future. Okay. This should be a large enough little sandy area, and then I think we can just kind of close this area in again. Just a little bit. Let me keep the shape a little bit organic out here. Expand it a little bit more. That's my water bucket. Okay, you know what? Honestly, the one thing this sky island has taught me a lot, this one block, but it's given me a fondness for terraforming. Like, I really just enjoy, you know, creating these natural looking shapes. It's just kind of fun. Kind of fun and peaceful, I will not lie. Okay, and then I get to learn about turtle egg farming, which is another fun aspect of this one block world for me. It's just learning all the new stuff that I haven't covered in Minecraft because, I don't know, I play very, you know, specific Minecraft, usually modded Minecraft, which is older, so like turtles don't really exist and stuff like that. So to be able to kind of come out here and play just almost vanilla Minecraft and learn all of the important vanilla mechanics, it's been kind of a lot of fun. Kind of a lot of fun. And I've grown a great appreciation for the shift button. Crouching in Minecraft and being able to not fall off the edge of this island is awesome. And we haven't jinxed ourselves because I'm aware of what I'm saying and therefore it doesn't count. Yes. Well, that is just not where I wanted that block to go. There we go. And like I said, we don't necessarily have enough sand to be doing all this. But we're going to fill a little bit of it in anyway. And hopefully this is enough to make the turtles do what the turtles are going to have to do. But if not, I guess we can craft some sand, I believe. Maybe trade for it. I forget how we get it. But that is a little expansion on this area. I think it's going to look awesome when it's all filled in with sand. So I do maybe want to work on getting some more sand going. I think we mainly traded for sand. But we turned a lot of it into glass recently. But there's got to be a way for us to craft sand, I believe. Right, stone and dirt. Luckily, we have so much dirt, but right now we're low on cobblestone. which is crazy because like I feel like we always have cobblestone, but we used it for our magma. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but to start smelting some because I have some extra in this chest. Oh my goodness, all my projects are now coming together. Let's do this. This. You're gonna need some coal. There we go. You can have some of this as well. And then this guy. Just giving them a little bit extra. Okay. And while all of this is smelting, I'm going to skip the night and quickly do just a little bit of research for how we can get these turtles to give us just all of the eggs ever. Okay, I think this first step should be simple enough. I was right, we did need sand. And it should take us a couple of nights. We could be lucky and they could obviously be born on the first night, but it might take us a couple of nights, so I'm gonna get them going. And then I'm gonna light up this area so that hopefully no mobs spawn. And I have to be careful not to step on the eggs because I will destroy the eggs. Hopefully none of these villagers head that way, but I don't think they're programmed to. And then, hopefully in a couple of nights, we will have 2 little baby turtles. Honestly, kind of sad that this is, you know, older versions of Minecraft because I don't have, you know, the new baby animals. I don't actually think that update's out yet, but it'll be soon. And the baby turtles are obviously adorable. Big fan. But I guess I'll have to be a little bit more patient. And then, in a couple of nights, we will have the turtles. The turtles! And then they will grow up to be adults. And then with the seagrass, which we can just bone meal into our pond, they should give us some more turtle eggs. And from there, we will have an empire. An empire, I tell you. Alright, let's see if I can just make a little bit more grass. And by grass, I do mean sand. And then we shall see what we get up to. Let's wait for a couple more seconds. And this one. Perfect. We definitely don't want too much of sand because we'll be here forever. That is more than enough. Okay, I like that they gave us double what we put in. That's a good trading system. Because we're still losing half our blocks. We're turning 4 blocks into 2 blocks, but it's better than turning 4 blocks into 1. And we are gonna officially have our very first beach out here in the island. Maybe we do a beach-themed build in the future, or, you know, forever feeling really ambitious and we've gathered a lot of sand for a long time. We could, in theory, do a desert-themed build as well. But for now, we've got a little beach for our turtles to spawn on, and for them to call home, and I think that is more than enough. We've got a little bit of sand extra for the future if we ever need more glass or we're doing another one of these builds. It'll be ready to go. And now, I suppose there is nothing to do but wait for the turtles to hatch. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1 in 3. Decent odds indeed. The sun, however, is high in the sky, and we are looking for nighttime. Because while I do think they can hatch during the day, they are much more likely to hatch at night. So you know what? I started out this video saying I wanted to do a time-lapse. Let's do a time-lapse of us just staring at these eggs. Staring and staring and staring. goodness. Finally, finally, an hour and a half later-ish, we have 2 little baby turtles, and aren't they just the cutest little things you ever did see? Oh my goodness, they are so tiny, and like I said, I'm very excited for the next Minecraft update where the baby animals will be even cuter. But right now we have 2 baby turtles. We'll wait for them to grow up. Hopefully it doesn't take another hour and a half, but I might be able to speed their growth up with a little bit of seagrass, and then we should hopefully get at least two more turtle eggs in the future, and we'll be finally able to finish off our gold farm. So those are our goals for the next little while. But for now, I think it's fair to say that we have definitely got our 2 turtles. Hopefully they're smart enough not to walk over the edge, but I think most animals so far have been. And I guess we shall see them grow up in the next video. But for today, we've waited long enough. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. I do always appreciate all of your support, and hopefully I'll see you again very, very soon in this world or the next. Alright, have a good one. Bye-bye!